just had going through race. All right, everybody, welcome. This is the Hammer Down Racing League live on Hammer Down TV, and I noticed we're on live on iRacing TV as well. That's kind of nifty. This is the super late model division of Hammer Down Racing League. We're at the house that Earl built. We're at Eldora today. Qualifying underway as we speak. Couple sponsors for Hammer Down Racing League. We got iRacing iFlag, Evil One Graphics, Excalibur Race Engines. Last week at Lima Land, we've seen a lot of green flag running actually at Lima Land. We ended up leaders caught lap traffic, and it's a really close finish. There's only a couple hundreds between Josh Lawton and Tyler Hudson. Looking at qualifying right now, looks like we got Keith Hackney is your top qualifier at the moment. It's 15.784. Josh Lawton, last week's winner, sitting at a 15.801. He's about a couple hundreds off that top speed. Jeremy Capron in third, Cole Harvey fourth, Chris McGuire in fifth. Newcomer to the top five, Bryson Daffern with a 15.820. Once again, some great racing in the Hammer Down Racing League. Super late models are not the only class we run. Coming up next for Hammer Down Racing League, we do got Sunday, where we got both the 410 sprints and the dirt street stocks running. I've just had terrible luck the last couple of weeks. Been trying to get some notes. Next week, I will definitely have some stats like top fives for each driver and whatnot going on. Of those, and I also have point standings so far coming up here in just a moment. Looks like everything's kind of settled in right now. Keith Hackney looks like he's going to be your pole sitter. Josh Lawton, Jeremy Capron, Bryson Daffer, and Cole Harvey, your top five. About a minute left here in qualifying. Looks like pretty much everybody's gotten their laps in. Might be a pretty close race. We only got a little over little over 0.2 of a second separating the field so far. Once again, my name is Richard the Rickman Swavely, also known as Richard Swavely 4 if you see me running around on Iracing. There's our point standings. Right now, Jeremy Capron is your points leader so far. Richard Spar second, Cole Harvey third, Leo Pena fourth, Tyler Hargrove fifth. But it's still early in the season. Only 3 points separate Spar and Capron at the top. But Heat 1 is gritting up. Your Heat 1 lineup. On the pole inside, that is the 69. That is Keith Hackney, the Cookie Monster. Outside of Keith in the 23, that's Jeremy Capron. Inside row 2 in the 85, that is Cole Harvey. Outside of him, the 211, Tyler Hargrove. Leo Pena, he's been a show in the UMP modified races we do on Monday nights. He starts inside row 3. Outside of him, Darren Littoral in the 68. Row 4 inside, you got Richard Spar, second place in points, and outside of him, Blake Brown. 8 cars, 10 laps. Pace truck getting ready to pull in, and Hammer Down Racing, we go on green. When the drivers get the green lights, they can go. Keith Hackney brings them out at turn 4. Green flags out. We're underway. Keith Hackney out front early, but don't look now. Jeremy Capron, he got a run on the outside coming out of turn 2. He's going to stick to the high side through turns 3 and 4. He gets a good run off 4. He's going to lead lap 1 over Keith Hackney. Cole Harvey moved into 3rd place. Leo Pena, he's moving into 4th. Now Jeremy Capron out front, your leader. Keith Hackney second, Cole Harvey third, Tyler Hargrove fourth. But he's in a tight battle with Leo Pena. Keith Hackney taking another glance on the inside. Nothing on the inside quite yet. Jeremy Capron still your leader. Cole Harvey's in third, but the battle is for fourth place. You got Leo Pena and Tyler Hargrove. Looks like Tyler Hargrove is going to settle out in fourth for now. Leo Pena fifth. Tyler Hargrove, he's going to take a look on the inside of Cole Harvey for third. Transferring 4 out of this heat race. 5 laps to go. Up front, it's starting to get a little tight. Keith Hackney gets into the wall. That might slow him down a little bit. He's right on the tail of Jeremy Capron. Coming through turns 3 and 4 to get 3 laps to go. Only a tenth of a second, tenth and a half, separating the top 2 cars. A little closer now. He's got the front bumper right under the back bumper of Jeremy Capron up front. Aaron Literal pulls into the pits. He's going to end his heat race early. Cole Harvey still third. Tyler Hargrove fourth. Leo Pena fifth. Richard Spar, he's in sixth. 1 lap to go. Let's see if Keith Hackney can get that lead back. He's right on the back bumper of Jeremy Capron. Jeremy Capron hit that bottom side. He'll be your heat race 1 winner. Jeremy Capron first, Keith Hackney second, Cole Harvey third, Tyler Hargrove fourth. Those are your 4 that transfer to the main. Going to your B main, going to be Leo Pena in 5th, Richard Spar 6th, Blake Brown 7th, and Darren Litteral 8th. Heat 2, we only got 2 heats tonight. Heat 2, inside row 1, you got the number 40. That's Joshua Lawton, last week's winner. Outside of Lawton in the 9, you got Bryson Daffern. Inside row 2 in the 92, that's Chris McGuire. Outside of Chris in the 35, you got Tyler Burrow. Row 3 inside, the number 58, that's Tyler Reed. Outside of him, the 22, that's Michael Mulcahy. Eddie Underwood inside row 4 in the 14 car, and Josh Vangor in the 454 rounds out your field. Once again, another 10 laps to send 4 more to the feature, and the rest will go to a B main. Just looking at the car count tonight, I'm going to guess that the B main is going to be kind of an aesthetic. I decide the starting position for the back half of the field pretty much tonight. Half lap to green. Once again, Hammer Down Racing would like to thank iRacing, iFlag, Evil One Graphics, and Excalibur Race Engines. Sponsors for the Hammer Down Racing League. Let us put these races on for you. Pace trucks in, the green flags out, and we're going racing. Josh Lawton. Oh, caution in the back. We have some contact back there. Contact up front as the caution comes out. Oh, no. Let's see what happened here. Watching a 58 car. It's like, oh, I look like a little bit of Eddie Underwood might have got into him. Eddie Underwood, Tyler Reed involved in that one. Another slow car. Looks like McGuire. But we'll get him squared away. Horseman's going to take a couple laps off the heat race. Heat races caution laps do count. Gonna grid him back up. Josh Lawton, Bryson Daffern. He snuck his way up into second place. Tyler Burrow, Chris McGuire, Mike Mulcahy, Josh Vangor, Tyler Reed, Eddie Underwood are both. Josh Vangor's still on the track. Tyler Reed and Eddie Underwood are in the pits, so their heat races are done. Oh, we're going to go racing one more time. Green flag's out. Josh Vaughn tries it inside. He's going to try that slide job on Bryson Daffern. Bryson Daffern is going to look under. Almost 3 wide for lead. Bryson Daffern right beside him. Contact between the leaders. Bryson Daffern's out front, but don't look now. The 35, Tyler Burrow steals the lead. Josh Lawton and Bryson Daffern were beating fenders, and Tyler Burrow kind of picked their pockets. Josh Lawton got back up front. Bryson Daffern forcing the issue on the top side. 4 cars under a blanket. Chris McGuire leads that lap. He gets in the wall, slide job. Josh Lawton, he's now on the inside. He's going to try a slide job up the track to get in front of Chris McGuire. Chris McGuire will lead that lap. Josh Lawton, Bryson Daffern still side by side for second place. Josh Lawton trying to find something on the bottom to get around Chris McGuire up front. Tyler Burrow, he's going to try that bottom side. Don't quite have the grip off of turn 2. But he is side by side with Bryson Daffern for third. Great battle for second place. Chris McGuire, he's checking out on the field. Contact between Bryson Daffern and Josh Lawton. Josh Lawton, he's the benefactor of that one. Bryson Daffern had a little bit of contact from Tyler Burrow, but your winner, Chris McGuire. Chris McGuire first, Josh Lawton second, Bryson Daffern third, Tyler Burrow fourth. Tyler Reed fifth, Michael Mulcahy sixth, Eddie Underwood, Josh Vangor round out your field. That was a great heat race, everybody. Just to let you know, as I said earlier, Hammerdown does more than just this super late model series. Pull up the upcoming schedule for the following week. This Sunday, the 410 sprint cars, they'll also be here at Eldora. Street stocks following shortly after that will be at Williams Grove. Monday, the UMP modified action will be at Knoxville. Then Wednesday with the limited late models, they'll be at Williams Grove, and the 360 sprint cars will be at Lanier. Next Thursday, the pro late models, which air right before the super late models, they'll be at Charlotte. And then next week, these super late models you're watching right now will be at Knoxville. We got a 50-lap main event coming up. Once the ticker pops up, don't let that 200 laps scare you, because it's a lie. Hammer Down Racing, we don't count cautions. Unfortunately, Iracing counts cautions. So we add all those extra laps. We have admins and every race control that lets the drivers know how many laps are left and whatnot. Lets me know, which that's also kind of important, and I appreciate. But your feature is grading up right now. Inside your front row, the 23, that's Jeremy Capron. Outside of him, in the 92, that's Chris McGuire. Keith Hackney in the 69, he's starting out inside row 2. Outside row 2, the number 40, that's Josh Lawton. Inside row 3, the 85, that's Cole Harvey. Outside of him in the 9, that's Bryson Daffern. The 211 of Tyler Hargrove. Inside row 4, outside of him, Tyler Burrow in the 35. The 04 of Leo Pena, he's inside row 5. Outside row 5 in the 22, that's Michael Mulcahy. Richard Spar and Josh Van Gore. They round out row 6, Blake Brown, Tyler Reed, row 7. And the back row, Darren Litterall and Eddie Underwood. Once again, 50 laps the distance. 50 green flag laps. Unless the drivers start causing too many problems and the admins will say, well, too bad, we're going to start counting those caution laps. Race trucks pulling in, green flags getting ready to come out. And it's out, and we're underway. Off into turn 1. Battle for the lead is still double file. Jeremy Capron, Chris McGuire. Chris McGuire has that high side fire, and he'll lead lap 1. Jeremy Capron slides in right behind him. The first bottom feeder at the moment, that's Keith Hackney. He's falling back. He's in a battle for 3rd, and coming down the straightaway, he's going to be in battle for 4th. Keith Hackney slides up into the top. He gets into the wall right in front of Bryson Daffern. Bryson Daffern has to cut low, 3 wide for 4th place. Cole Harvey on the inside. He's trying to pick their pockets. Cole Harvey using the bottom. Bryson Daffern in the middle. Keith Hackney up top. Them guys battling. That's going to bring the 35. That's Tyler Burrow and Tyler Hargrove into the mix. They're now going 3 wide for 6th place. Clean and green so far. Chris McGuire still your leader. Let's get a time at the line. Half-second lead over 2nd place, Jeremy Capron. Josh Lawton, Keith Hackney, Bryson Daffern, your top 5. This new build Iracing is a great deal. The line moves around. You'll see these guys start searching before too long. You'll see that bottom side coming. We'll have a grand race on our hands. But Chris McGuire, he's already opened up a full 2nd on Jeremy Capron. Keith Hackney, he's going to try a slider. He gets into the inside wall. That's not how you're supposed to pull those off. That's going to look like it's going to cost him another spot. You think he gets into the wall again? You got to watch out. Hammer Down Racing, we only have a 10 incident point count. Get into those walls too many times, and iRacing will automatically DQ you. We've seen that in the UMP mods Monday. Slide job, Bryson Dafford on Josh Lawton. Josh Lawton looks like he might return the favor. Bryson Dafford gets into the wall. He's still able to pull down on the bottom. Tight racing back here for third place. All three of these drivers, Bryson Dafford, Josh Lawton, and Keith Hackney, they've been relatively aggressive back here. All right, there's some contact between Bryson Dafford. He almost spins out Josh Lawton. Aggressive driving, that's letting the leaders, letting the two leaders get out to almost a 3-second lead away from them. Tyler Burrow, he's kind of using the bottom side to kind of stay on the safe side in case these guys ahead of him get into a tussle. Bryson Dafford, he's going to try another slide job. And there is contact between Bryson Dafford and Josh Lawton. Tyler Burrow, he thinks about picking their pockets, but he set it up on the binders and not cause a bigger catastrophe back. Tyler Hargrove is now into this battle. Jeremy Lawton, now he spins out. Oh, goodness. Josh Lawton tried spinning out Bryson Dafford, and Tyler Burrow got into him. That fight was brewing for a little while there. Kind of curious how Race Control is going to view that. Bryson Dafford, he has to pull into the pits. So he must have some pretty considerable damage from that. There's 34 laps to go. I was going to send the drivers that are battling for third and fourth to the back. Tough break for those guys. Chris McGuire is still your leader. Chris McGuire first, Jeremy Capron second, Keith Hackney third, Tyler Burrow fourth, Tyler Hargrove fifth. Richard Spar, Cole Harvey, Leo Pena, Michael Mulcahy, Darren Litterall, Blake Brown, Josh Lawton, Bryson Dafford, and that rounds out your lead lap cars. Pace truck should be pulling in this time by. Green flag's out. We are underway once more. A little bit of congestion in the back of the pack. You say green, Jeremy Capron. He gets a nose. He spins out the leader. And we got a whole bunch of cars involved in that. Bryson Dafford's also involved. Oh my goodness. Jeremy Capron, he stuck his nose on the high side, and I don't think Chris McGuire knew he was there and took his nose off. Oh, good gravy. Yeah, that's a tough break for all those guys. Richard Spar was also involved in that wreck. Blake Brown had a little bit of damage. That's a very tough break for a lot of fast cars, especially Chris McGuire. He was leading that race. This is a racing deal, though. You get a car on that outside right there, that door can close in a hurry, and it sure did for Jeremy Capron. That gives Keith Hackney in the 69, that gives him the lead. Tyler Burrow second, Tyler Hargrove third, Cole Harvey fourth. Michael Mulcahy, he makes the top five. Leo Pena, Darren Littoral, Jeremy Capron. And they just passed the line, and the whole lineup changed again on me. Leo Pena is in the top five. Darren Littoral, Michael Mulcahy. Josh Lawton, Blake Brown, Bryson Daffern, Jeremy Capron. Looks like Richard Spar is still on the track. Yes, he is. Still 34 to go. Green flag's out. We're underway. Keith Hackney, he's out front. Another more contact in the back. So far, we're staying green. Looks like we are going to remain green. Battle is on for second place. The battle of the Tylers. Tyler Hargrove in the 211 on the inside. The 35 of Tyler Burrow on the outside. Cole Harvey looking to pick their pockets from fourth. Leo Pena in fifth. Keith Hackney already out to a second lead. These guys racing each other for second place is kind of bottlenecking the field right behind them. Leo Pena and Cole Harvey are trying to figure out a way around. Leo Pena gets into the wall. It's going to hinder his efforts for another lap or so. The battle of the Tylers still rages on. That time by Tyler Burrow had the second place position. Tyler Hargrove, he's trying the inside. The inside still has not quite came in during today's race. Bryson contact in the back. Didn't quite catch what happened back there. Jeremy Capron was involved, it seems. Go back to the replay here and see. He's gone to the back of Bryson Daffern, checked up, collected Blake Brown. Looks like Darren Littoral was involved as well. .28 laps to go. I have to step away for just a moment. All right, sorry about that. Had someone at the door. Green flag is out. We're underway. Keith Hackney still out front. Tyler Burrow taking a look on the outside of Keith Hackney. Keith Hackney takes over. Tyler Hargrove now up to second place. Battles on for third. Third, fourth, fifth. They're four wide coming off turn two. Goodness gracious. More contact back in the back. There's a hornet's nest from fourth on back. Bryson Daffern has made his way back up to fourth. Cole Harvey in fifth. There's another big wreck going into turn 3. You stay green, though. That involved Jeremy Cameron, Leo Pena, and Blake Brown. Keith Hackney, still your leader. Tyler Burrow, he's going to try a slide job. Crossover didn't work because there was a car in the way. He gets in the wall hard. Taylor Hargrove, he's now up to second place. Bryson Daffern has driven his way back to third after that early incident. Tyler Burrow back to fourth. Richard Spar, he's moved up. He's moved up into fifth. Keith Hackney is checked out on the field, however. He's at a 2.3 second lead over second place. Keith Hackney hauling the mail out front. All it's going to take is a caution to get this field stacked right back up, and I would not want to have Bryson Daffern back in the back. To Bryson Daffern, he's going to throw a slider on Tyler Hargrove. Tyler Hargrove just stays out of it. Bryson Daffern up to second place. Let's see if he can eat into this lead that Keith Hackney has. 2.9 seconds. Keith Hackney out front. A lot of time to make up in these super late models. That'll be the first clean lap by for Bryson Daffern and see if he's making any time on Keith Hackney. And he's not. He's losing a tenth of a second a lap on Keith Hackney. The Tyler and Tyler show starting to show back up for third now. Tyler Burrow on the bottom, Tyler Hargrove on top. Tyler Burrow decides to follow the footsteps of Hargrove through turns 1 and 2. Richard Spar in fifth. He's our biggest mover of the race so far, 11th to 5th. Oscar's pass hour, that's probably going to be Bryson Daffern. Bryson Daffern, he started 6th. Was battling for second, got in a wreck, started at the back of the field, and he's worked his way back up to second. But the laps are winding down. $15 laps to go, as a matter of fact. Keith Hackney still keeps adding to that lead. Take a caution to get everybody stacked back up again to see if Bryson Daffern has anything left. It does not seem like he does. Keith Hackney keeps pulling out. Oh, there's that caution. Can't see exactly what happened there. Either way, the caution is out. There's a Darren, looks like a Darren Litterall sitting in the middle of the racetrack. Now he's going. I guess he was going to go back to the back of the field. He is a lap down. Getting ready to go green once again. 12 laps to go.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag's out there underway once again. Keith Hackney on the bottom, Bryson Daffern on top. He's going to get a run down the back straightaway. He keeps it on the top. He gets a good hook on the bottom, but Keith Hackney, he's now back on that top side. Bryson Daffern, he throws a slider. Keith Hackney's going to chop under him. We're going to go to White Castle, everybody. Keith Hackney now out front. Bryson Daffern, he decides he's not interested in a slider that lap. And it looks like Bryson Daffern, he might have hit his 10 incident count because he is no longer in the race. I warned everybody. I said something about that incident count becoming a big deal. And it has. It just took Bryson Daffern out of second place. Leaves Keith Hackney still out in front. Only a few laps left. You can count them on your fingers, everybody. Looking like Keith Hackney's going to come out victorious once again. There's a hornet's nest for second place. Who's going to finish behind him? Bigger question. Josh Lawton from an accident early. He's back up to second place. He's found something on the inside. Looks like Jeremy Capron, he's trying to follow him, but he slides up the racetrack. Five laps to go. Barring catastrophe, looking like Keith Hackney's going to be the winner this time. He can almost taste it. Josh Lawton, he's settled into second place. Jeremy Capron settled into third. Out of nowhere, Leo Pena's moved up to the top five. No, excuse me, top five. Two laps left for Keith Hackney out front. Flag this time by for the Cookie Monster Keith Hackney. Real World Racing, he just bumped up to a full-size crate late model from a Cajun mini stock. He's having fun there, and tonight he's having fun. He is your feature winner tonight. Jeremy Capron steals second from Josh Lawton. Josh Lawton third, Tyler Burrow fourth, Leo Pena fifth, Richard Spar sixth, Tyler Hargrove seventh, Cole Harvey eighth. Round out your field on the track, Michael Mulcahy, Darren Litterall, he was a couple laps down. He's 4 laps down. Bryson Daffern, Blake Brown, Chris McGuire, unfortunately, did not finish the race. Once again, give us a couple moments. We'll get Keith Hackney. We'll get the top 3 in here. Keith Hackney, Jeremy Capron, and Josh Lawton. Once again, Hammerdown Racing, they'd like to thank Iracing iFlag, Evil One Graphics, Excalibur Race Engines. We already got everybody in the waiting room. Let's go ahead and get one of these guys in here. Bring the third place runner in, Josh Lawton. We got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, Josh, you're battling with Bryson Daffern early and some contact sent you to the back, but you raced your way back through the field to third. Was that kind of a tough way to come through?
Yeah, it's sad you can't race with a guy like that. I mean, he runs into the back of me like 3 times in the heat race, and then continues in the main event, and I just got tired of it, so I started running in the back of him, and it cost me. Car wasn't that great on the top. I don't know what it is. I tried babying it. I tried running it hard, so I just started going to the bottom. And I was making okay time. They just Jeremy got by me there at the end, and Keith was in his own league, so come out with the third. I guess I'm happy with that.
Yeah, remember I looked at the points earlier. That should help you out a little bit in the point standings. So just get out with some points. That's always good. Any sponsors you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I think our laps, Race Like a Pro Simulators, and Auto Spot for coming on board.
All right, everybody. That's your third place runner, Josh Lawton. All right, we got our second place runner, Jeremy Capron. Jeremy Capron. It's going. Well, you kind of followed the same. You kind of followed the same story as Josh Lawton. I noticed you got in an early incident and then went to the bag. You kind of fought your way back through the field up to second place.
Yeah, I'm not gonna complain about second place after. And I don't know. I had a few incidences there. I'm gonna have to take a look at the replay and see what all went down.
All right, I know you're doing pretty good points wise. If I remember right, you're actually the leader of your points. I should help you out because I know Keith Hackney's missed the first couple races. Any points night's a good night, in my opinion.
Yeah, I actually just checked the points. Was it yesterday and seen I was in the lead. So I'll take second place. That's definitely gonna help with points.
Alrighty, any sponsors or anything you'd like to thank for your racing tonight?
Yeah, I gotta thank Capron Screen Printing, Team VLR, Skunk River Arms. Thank you guys for doing this broadcast, and thank Hammer Down for doing this league here.
Alrighty, everybody, that was Jeremy Capron, your second place runner. And your winner tonight, Keith Hackney. Keith Hackney, we got a copy.
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, Keith. I think it's the first time I've seen you racing Hammer Down this season. I'm away with the victory. And you put a shellacking on him kind of tonight.
Yeah, it was a last-minute decision. I was running the street stock money race in IDA, and I got done in time. I seen y'all was racing. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to make it. I'm glad I did. I mean, I had a fast car all night. It's just if you got stuck on the bottom on restarts, you was just pretty much left to dry unless you just pulled a dirty slider, you know. But I mean, I'm glad to walk away with a win.
All right. Well, with that win, are we going to see some more of you in the Hammer Down super late models?
Oh yeah, absolutely. My other seasons are winding down this week, and that'll give me some time to run some more races.
Awesome. So, any sponsors or anything you would like to thank?
Oh, absolutely. I like to thank Elite Seven. I mean, they keep me fast week in and week out. It don't matter what I race. Water Truck Productions, True Form Race Products. I race an iFlag and Hammer Down for putting this on, and y'all for broadcasting this. Y'all doing a great job.
No, I did mention during the broadcast you kind of bumped up into a late model on the real racing side of everything. How's that real late model going for you?
Well, you know, a lot of people say iRacing is different than a big car, but me personally, I don't really think it is. I mean, all the fundamentals are all the same. I mean, and it's actually it helps a lot. I mean, it showed this past weekend. You know, first night out and ran second most of the race. And unfortunately, I had a flat tire. But you know, if it wasn't for iRacing, you know, getting me toned up all my skills, I don't think I could have did it. Because jumping from a four cylinder to that's a totally different story.
Gotcha. All right, Keith, good luck. Hopefully we see you a little bit more around here.
Oh, absolutely, buddy. Thank y'all.
All right, buddy. Keith Hackney, your winner tonight. Once again, Hammer Down Racing would like to thank iRacing, iFlag, Evil One Graphics, and Excalibur Race Engines. My name is Richard the Rickman Swavely. Check out Wyoming Motorsports Digest. That's my page on Facebook. Also check out Hammer Down TV and Hammer Down Racing League website, www.hdIRL.com. Once again, Sunday, don't forget to turn in for the 410 sprints. That's the early show. That starts at 6 o'clock my time. So it'd be 8 o'clock Eastern. But until then, this is Hammer Down TV signing off.